Hi, Aaron with EFRT. In this segment, we're going to give a brief explanation of what defibrillation is in reference to cardiac arrest. To make it simple, simulating a heartbeat. This is what we call a normal sinus rhythm or regular heartbeat. And when the heart's doing this, we are breathing normally, and we can feel, whether it's at the carotid pulse or at the radial pulse, you feel your heartbeat. Simple and straightforward. If a blockage of blood occurs, known as atherosclerosis, clogging of the artery going up into the heart, it doesn't necessarily mean that the heart will stop doing this. Eventually, however, it will cause damage and a weakened condition, which can lead to and does lead to a heart attack, which is not cardiac arrest. Heart attack is when the heart muscle is damaged and weakened. A heart attack will eventually lead to the heart not doing this. Now, technically, I know it's my hands, but you got a double pump going with the heartbeat. But for the sake of argument, if the heart's doing this, it's still functioning. But that blockage of blood and that weakened condition can cause the heart to start doing something that, for all intents and purposes, looks like this. And this is what we call a quivering heart, or it could do something like this, where it's moving too fast. If the heart's quivering, we call that ventricular fibrillation, or VFib. If the heart's moving too fast, we call that ventricular tachycardia, or VTAC. Both VFib and VTAC are considered dead because we can't feel them when we try to palpate a pulse. However, because there's still electrical activity going on in the heart, we can still do something about it. So there's still some life, technically, in VFib or VTAC. If neither of those rhythms are detected and treated within a short period of time, the heart will get to what's called flatline or asystole, which means there's no life left in it at all. We don't want to get to that point. We want to catch the heart either in VFib or VTAC so that we can do something about it. Doing something about it is not doing chest compressions or CPR. CPR is pushing blood, working the heart and pushing blood to the brain. For treatment for ventricular fibrillation or ventricular tachycardia, you need to actually get the heart to stop doing what it's doing, which is where the defibrillation comes into play. If we can get to a heart on time that has gone into a VFib or a VTAC, the defibrillation comes basically and stops the heart, asks the heart, tries to get the heart to stop doing what it's doing by sending that electrical volt to it. Defibrillation is actually taking the heart and hoping it will stop when you send the electricity to it. And then, hopefully, the heart will decide, if it's still got enough strength, to go back into what we call the regular rhythm. And that's what defibrillation does with the VFib and the VTAC. Again, if the heart's in this quivering condition, or the moving too fast condition, the electricity hopefully will stop it from what it's doing. There's no guarantee that the electricity will stop it, but that's what we hope it does. Let go, and then see what the heart does after the electrical treatment, quote unquote. Hopefully it'll go back to its regular rhythm. Could it say stopped? Yes. Say to yourself, well, if it's going to be stopped by doing this, what's the point? It's going to stop regardless if it goes into VFib or VTAC. So trying to stop it now while it has some life left in it and potentially get it to go back to its regular rhythm is what we're hoping for. Could the heart go back to here? Yes. Could the heart stay in the condition that it's in? Yes. Could it stop? Yes. All three of those things can happen. So what we're hoping for with the defibrillation, again, is to get it to go back into its regular rhythm. Thanks for watching.